Hello guys and girls, and welcome back. And today I'm going to be showing you exactly what I did show you in my last video about the forex pairs and how trading with the daily time frame break of structures is going to help you. But this time I'm going to be showing you some indexes and I'm going to be showing you gold. I hope you're going to love this one, guys and girls. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit them notifications. Let's get straight into it. Okay, first and foremost, if you have not joined my free Telegram group, I definitely suggest you do. On a daily basis, I'm either teaching you about what the market can do in terms of gold or forex pairs, and I'm also going to be giving out gold signals in this group as well for absolutely free. So I definitely suggest you get into here. Even on the Sunday, I gave away a free Zoom call, which I usually do for the VIP one-time fee access members. So make sure you hit the link in the description to get access to this group. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into the strategy here. So this time I'm going to start off with SPX, and we are on the daily time frame. And remember what I've told you before, we're going to be waiting for a daily break of structure, which we can literally see over here. As soon as you get a daily break of structure, which was this candle here, then you're going to be looking for where you can find a supply or demand area. Now, this is obviously a buy, so we're looking for a demand. All you have to do is pay attention to the last bearish candle before the break of structure for you to be able to know where you draw your demand zone from. And of course, it will be a bullish candle if you're looking for your supply. So over here, we can see the bearish candle, and it was literally from the top of the wick to the bottom of the wick, and we can see it goes all the way across here. You can make this go all the way to the right. You don't have to stop it anywhere. And we can even see how price action has rejected off this area here. And for you to understand breaks of structure on TradingView, it's easier for you to just use the path tool on TradingView, which is just this tool over here. And it helps you to draw these lines here in the market so you can identify easily where your break of structure would be. Like I've seen here was a high. And then of course, again, we had our break of structure there. Now I'm going to show you how to look for an entry in this setup. Okay, so now we're on the 15-minute time frame, and we can see our daily demand zone is just below here. So we're going to be looking for buy continuations on price action as soon as price gets towards this level down here. And we see a 15-minute break of structure. Okay, so price action now is in this level down here, and the first thing we can see over here is there's a possible high that has been formed, and we can see there's a possible high that's been formed here on a 15-minute time frame, and all we would have to do is wait for a break of structure to be able to enter this trade setup. Okay, so we had a 15-minute break of structure here. So our entry would be here, and our stop loss would be just below this low. And our take profit levels is just going to be based on market structure. So we have a take profit level that can be here. We have another one that could be here. We have another one that could be over here. And then there's another one just right up here as well. So let's see what price action does. Okay, so we was actually stopped out in this trade, so that's absolutely fine. There's no problem with that. Let's just wait for our next break of structure. So let's see what price action does. Okay, so we just had another high over here. Right here in the market, we had a high. Let's see if price action breaks this area, and then we can get a new break of structure ready for a trade setup. Okay, you see the market has rejected from this area, so we're still waiting for our next break of structure. And right over here, we have a high now. So if the market breaks here on a 15-minute chart with a 15-minute candle, full body closure break, we'll be entering. And right over here is where our next break of structure would be. Of course, I'm using the replay tool, so that's why it's going a bit fast. But you can see a high was formed here. This would have taken at least 30 minutes before it got to this level, and then another hour and a half before we actually saw this break of structure. So you had more than enough time for you to be able to understand that this was a high for an entry. So we would enter here. Our stop loss would be below here. And now we have some new take profit levels as well. We have a level here, and we also have a level here as well. So let's just see what happens. So our take profit 1 was obviously hit, and our take profit 2 and 3 was obviously hit as well before this large rejection candle. So that was at least a 1.3 trade. Now, of course, we've seen on history, price action does buy up a little bit more. So I don't have to go over that for you on here, but I will show you on MT4 how great this does look as well if you're using an automatic method. Okay, so right now we're on MT4. I've currently got the Neo dashboard up, which is telling me the trend is still bearish on this. So we're expecting price action to actually break this bearish trend and go to a blue color, meaning it's a continuation, and we shouldn't be looking for sells until it turns bearish again. We can also see we have our supply and demand indicator here in the background, and this is great because it's multi-time frame. So what I'm actually doing is looking at higher time frame supply and demand areas whilst I'm on a lower time frame. Okay, so right now you can see the Asian trend has turned back to a blue color. So it's going to turn bearish next as price action is obviously very high. But what we're looking for, but now is telling us all we need to do is look for continuations of buys because it is no longer bearish. Of course, if it goes to a bullish color because price is extremely low, then it will turn to a green color like this. But because we know SPX is high, as we've seen it on the chart before, then the next thing to come will be a bearish color, just like it was before, but it did break its trend. So it went back to a continuation of a bullish trend on the higher time frames. Because it's strategy tester mode, we can see that this is just lagging a little bit. What happens when you are watching the chart normally, this box will continue to go across with the screen. But again, because it's strategy tester mode, MT4 is a bit old, it's not actually pulling across to the right of the screen. Okay, so now we can see price action is in our verified level, just to show you this. So you can see here's our verified demand level and it has been retested 3 times already. So we're hoping it retests that area again as it is a strong level. Okay, so we had our break of structure here. Now this is absolutely fantastic because when we were doing our manual analysis, we had a break of structure around this level here and Neo actually never picked that up for us. So we would have never had a losing trade. You can also see one was forming here, but again, this was a rejection. And then we eventually got that same breakout here, which Neo showed us with this here, showing us that there was a break of structure. This is fantastic. So the last piece of Neo that's being coded is actually the expert advisor, and that would enable you to press the auto trading button here. So as soon as price action got below this blue line, which was obviously the green box, which was the verified demand, you could have just walked away from the chart and waited for price action to give you this buy candle, and you would have been able to get in for a buy trade setup. Of course, you can add a certain amount of times the EA will be able to take a trade for you, just in case it does go on to still eventually lose. But we do know this trade did go on to win. So again, you would have automatically gotten this trade, and even if you wasn't using the expert advisor, you easily would have just been able to enter again on the closure of this candle. Now, what we have here is the ADR1 and the ADR2, and this is an easy way for you to find your take profit. If price action buys up 518 pips, then we do know price action's gone all the way to TP1 from this entry over here. If it goes 1000 pips, then we do know it's gone to TP2, which is ADR2. And we'll stop it right there. So let's just measure this from here to here. So there you go. You can see TP2 had been hit from what the ADR was reading from our initial day of entry. The ADR will change because it's called the average daily range. And each day it's going to calculate over a period of days how much the average daily range is. And this is why the number changes. It doesn't change too much, guys and girls. So even if your take profit is set to where it was the first time, it's absolutely fine. You don't have to keep changing it to what this dashboard does. You only have to work it out based on the day you actually entered. So now you can see I've also shown you the automatic version of how you would have been able to enter this pair as well, just using this simple Neo Indicator Expert Advisor product, which is absolutely perfect. And like I've shown you previously before, when I've told you the 1 hour time frame in my last video, our daily break of structure was right over here, and then you can see the retest level to this area once and then twice, and then we had this big buy trade that went all the way up here. Absolutely fantastic. Just being able to go to the 1 hour time frame and then being able to see this. And of course, you would have been on the 15-minute time frame when price action was at this area, just looking for your break of structure, exactly how I just shown you in the last clip. So guys and girls, you can see how super simple and easy this is. And if you are struggling with any of this when you do purchase Neo, I'm going to be there to be able to help you. This is 100 GBP for a pre-order slot, and spaces are running out. And of course, when it comes out and people start making profits, the price will go up. Don't miss your chance to this product at this price. It's lifetime access. There is no monthly subscriptions as it stands. And whilst it's this price, you're still going to get all of the VIP services where I'm giving out day trades, swing trades, and I'm also doing weekly mentorship Zooms to help you understand the market even better. Guys and girls, right now it is your boy Big John, and I'm signing out. Peace.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.